Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett joins us now with the forecast. Not any rain anytime soon, Mike.
No, in fact, it's a little weird. Okay, it's a lot weird because November is typically the month where we gather the most moisture in our little measuring cups there, and we are not doing that. In fact, all last week was pretty much dry. It looks like all of this calendar week will be dry. We are tracking some changes as we go towards the weekend. It's not going to stay that way forever, but dry and cool is definitely going to be the pattern. Now, one thing I'm watching in the short term is once this ridge of high pressure starts to break down, which it will do late Wednesday into Thursday, we're going to start to see some winds pick up. Nothing like last time. None of this 50, 60 mile an hour stuff, but we will see some 20s and possibly some 30s, and that'll create some Fraser outflow. I'll show you that in a moment, but Whatcom and San Juan counties might want to put your guard up a little bit. Rain chances return next weekend. Forecast models being a little coy about it. Some saying Saturday, some saying Sunday, some even saying Monday. So we're not going to bite quite yet, but again, there is a change a-coming. Starting off in Bellingham right now where all the grass is stalked still. We don't even see any fog out there. And here's what high pressure does. Just clears everything out. You can see western Washington perfectly. You can also see that clockwise flow, and what that's doing is creating a little bit of an easterly flow. So you can see it got a little breezy, especially up towards the passes there this evening. Mostly calm up towards Bellingham, Friday Harbor, Whidbey. We're perfectly okay with that. Calm in Olympia right now as well. Now here's what happens as we go through the rest of the week. We get a little bit of that offshore flow that will pick up along the Strait of Juan de Fuca and along the coast, but then fast forward to Wednesday into Thursday, and now we're starting to see those winds picking up here. So ignore the numbers for a moment. Just take a look at the colored arrows there. It tells you everything you need to know. It's going to get breezy, and again, we'll see some of that Fraser outflow from the Fraser Valley in British Columbia, and that has a tendency to really cool things out up towards Skagit and Whatcom. If we see anything that looks like it's going to be drastic, we'll let you know, but for the time being, it just looks like cold is going to become colder. Take a look at high pressure and how it affects storms. Well, look, plenty of moisture out there. Just it's knocking on the door, and the entire west coast is like, no, thank you. We are closed. Now, what will happen eventually is you'll see that low break off. That'll go up and over us and start to kind of break down that high pressure and the pattern. And it looks like Southern California, you'll see a little bit of that moisture creep around the south side as well. So that could be great for them. Overnight lows are going to be chilly tonight, but looks like some of us will stay above the freezing mark. 34 in Oak Harbor, 36 in Port Angeles, 38 in Hoquiam, but we're looking at some 20s again down towards Olympia, Chehalis, and down towards Shelton. Over our high temperatures tomorrow will actually be quite a bit higher than they were last week. You remember we couldn't break out of the 40s to save our lives. Well, we're going to be in the 50s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then that wind picks up, things start to cool off again, and we'll watch the skies to see what falls out starting Sunday.